Welcome everybody to another episode of Fair Faithful Podcast. I'm Brandon Frenio, joined by me as my co-host Christian Dyer. We have a special guest on the show today from 49er Minded.
What's up?
Himself. What's going on, my guy?
Not much. How you guys doing? I'm not used to Restream, so I was trying to set up my green screen and do things and set up the controls and set up the microphone. So I finally got the hang of it, how to set things up on here. Am I sounding good or am I too loud?
No, you're good, man.
Good.
Okay,
you're good. Cool, man. Good to see you guys on here, man.
Yeah. How's it been, man? How's it going?
Going pretty good. Kind of had a hectic day and I got set up at the last minute, but I'm here, man. So I'm feeling good.
Glad for you to join us, man. We really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Deon should be joining us shortly, but if you guys haven't yet already, go over to our YouTube channel. We cannot see your comments on Twitter, so go over and go to youtube.com/Forever Faithful Podcast 49, and we'll see your guys' comments on there. What's going on, Bryant? How you doing? Let's jump in it. Free agency, 3 days now. We have 2 signings so far. We lost 4 people. How are we feeling, guys? I mean, Jimmy's still on our roster. Bashar, go ahead and start it off for us.
How am I feeling? I thought I was going to feel a whole lot better when the calendar date hit March 16th. I talked about it on my show a couple of days ago. I had Rohan on there for 49ers Web Zone. Great guest, by the way. But it just, I don't know. I was telling people, and I have a friend of mine who has connections to some NFL agents, and it literally sounded as of last week when the deals throughout the NFL were starting to be broadcasted throughout the media. It just felt like a Jimmy deal was going to happen. And what sucked was it looked like the Commanders had a deal in place for Jimmy to go there, and because of a stupid no trade clause, him and his agent vetoed that move. So we would have had that done. And the Redskins weren't willing to wait for us to clear Jimmy. And, after the 16th, they weren't willing to wait for us. So they got a deal done quickly with Wentz. And I'm just thinking about this whole Jimmy thing the whole time. It's all on my mind. But I'll say this, though. I do like the Charvarius Ward move. That was a really nice move. I think that's going to do a whole lot for our secondary. I know other people in the 49er fan base weren't as pleased, but I went and did my research on the guy, and I do like what I see. I see that he's aggressive against top wide receivers in the NFL. We lost Mostert. I kind of thought that would happen, but we only lost him for $3 million a year, and I almost felt like we could have kept him. But I would like to see us try to not necessarily replace him because Mostert has a rare ability, I'd say, but get somebody in that backfield. I do, and I still do like Sermon without a doubt. I like Mitchell, but I just want possibly another burner that we can draft. Who knows, man? But we'll see what's going on these next few days, man. It's pretty crazy.
Yes, for sure. Christian, you want to tune into this?
Well, the only thing I can think of is when you think about, free agency and trying to trade Jimmy and, well, we got to wait for this. So now we got to wait for Watson to go. And then they're saying if Watson goes, depending on if Matt Ryan or Baker Mayfield, we got to wait for them. I'm like, if we have to wait for all these things to play out, then the market for Jimmy in the first place isn't that fucking good. So just cut his ass and get rid of, and so we can have some fucking cap space to do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not worth wait. It's not worth fucking waiting for a 6th round pick that you're gonna get for him.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna have any leverage to get anything if you're waiting for? Now we're waiting for Baker Mayfield to possibly get traded. We're gonna wait for Matt Ryan because Watson's probably gonna pick the Falcons. So we got to wait for everybody else to get traded first to see where Jimmy's gonna go. Like, obviously he's not that fucking valuable, so get rid of his ass. That's the way I see it.
Sir Deon, what's going on, my guy?
What's up, Deon?
What up, Deon?
What's good? What's going on, Michelle?
Not much, man. I had Deon on my channel before, and I actually had the pleasure of meeting him at the Kansas City Chiefs playoff game, and we had a nice
time. We were
That's
there.
pretty cool.
Yeah, Bashar's super cool. You trying the facial hair out, Bashar?
I always let this grow out, man. This doesn't always capture because I got a new camera going. I used to use the old janky webcam, and now everything kind of shows. But sometimes I get lazy and I don't always shave it.
Okay. Yeah, we got now. Look, now we just need to get Christian some facial hair, and we'll all be good.
So it's really low, but I have a hard time growing facial hair.
He doesn't.
Yeah, bro, you're a baby face. It's all good. It's all good.
Have hair, dude. I'm like, my arms almost look like they're hairless. I don't have a lot of hair. My armpits
Sorry,
look like
man.
nothing.
Hey man, look, hey, you still got good hair on top of your head, man. You know,
Yeah,
not a
for
lot of
sure.
us can say much like that. You know,
Yep.
we
That's why I
out
wear
here
the hat.
struggling.
Your boy's losing hair up here too. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I got nice ass hair, dude.
Wear the hat
Not
for a
gonna
reason.
lie. Thick ass. I got thick ass hair.
Us not making the Super Bowl those years made me lose my hair. I have an excuse.
Oh, dude,
And I am
ain't
old.
lying.
And I'll say this:
Really lying.
Christian drops enough f-bombs to make up for the lack of facial hair. So.
Dude,
There you go.
I'd cuss like a sailor, man. It's bad.
Yeah, but that's what makes this channel a lot more fun.
I probably cuss more than any other Niners podcast.
I think you do, man. I have fun watching you guys because of that.
We can't hear you. D.
You might have muted yourself, bro.
Why did it mute? I don't know. Outside of me, yeah, you probably cuss. Yeah, I'm probably like number 2 in person.
Yeah, you're up, dude. When you get heated, you're up there.
For me, I try to keep things clean, but when I got people in my comments typing all this pro Jimmy stuff, a few times I've exploded on my channel. Dude, I don't know if you guys caught it, but it's happened.
When we've had Will on here, dude, Will gets when he gets crazy, he starts going.
Dude, did you see him
today? Hey, man, you gotta love Will. We'll go ahead.
Will, awesome, Will freaking cracks me up.
See, when I had Will on my show the one time, it was like for 20 minutes, and he was pretty calm on there. It wasn't the real Will, man. It wasn't the real Sirski.
Yeah, that wasn't the real Sirski.
Right, hey, he was gonna join us tonight, but he's on his way back from Hawaii today.
Yeah. So. He's pretty mad that the move hasn't taken place.
Dude, he's been like having the cigar ready and shit, and like ready to go.
Well, the whole problem for him is the fact that we still got Jimmy on the team. So he probably spent this whole vacation feeling comfortable, feeling happy. He probably got on the plane, realized we hadn't traded Jimmy, and it ruined everything. Because I know it ruined things for me with the fact that he's still on the damn team and free agency is 3 days in. Do we think that Mostert left because of his injury and how the fans treated him last year and his wife? No. Let me tell you this. Those weren't real 49er fans.
No.
Mm-mm.
If anybody coming out talking shit about a man and his wife and his kids, you got problems. You need to go ahead and get your head checked because that's not cool. Don't do that. Leave that man family alone. Because what you don't understand is you're going to open up a can of worms you ain't ready for.
Yep.
See, here's the thing. Social media has created, little Twitter thugs and Facebook gangsters and all this other stuff. The problem is don't run into somebody like that in the streets because you don't know what's going to happen. And don't say that they wrong for whatever comes your way because you disrespected their family. You have to be very, 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 very careful. Like I'm the type of person, when I drive and it's just me, I'm not going to lie, I drive reckless as hell. I do shit I would normally do with other people in the car. But when I have my wife in the car, I have my kids, I have my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, I'm very cautious. And if somebody cuts me off or almost does something, my road rage kick in and I'll be ready to fight. Why? Because I have people I have to protect. I can get reckless with me, but people around me I need to protect. So people who said that, I think Mostert left. Why? Number one, we probably was lowballing him. Number two, he still got a cheap deal when he went to Miami. But the other thing with Miami is familiarity.
Yep.
Why? Mike McDaniel's there. What's Mike McDaniel going to do? He ain't going to do nothing but do the same thing. He going to be another offspring of Mike Shanahan, just like LaFleur is and all these other cats, Sean McVay, all these other cats around the league. They just, little Shanahan children, and they're going to run the same thing. So I personally don't think that he left because of how the fans treated him. I think it was for him, hey, this is the deal. I know at least I'm going to get some PT. And if he comes back fully healthy, which we saw him before the year was up last year, he threw those canes down. He was not walking with them. So I'm assuming he's on track to be ready for training camp, OTAs, all that stuff. And if he's back fully healthy, remember, 26.09 miles per hour. No one, and I repeat, no one has moved that fast.
Yeah. Let me read what Raheem said. He posted today on Instagram saying, man, I don't even know where to begin. To the faithful, you guys gave me hope, a purpose to become the best player I can be. We've rode the wave together through both good times and bad, from having my first ever record touchdown against the Raiders to breaking my forearm the following series, to having my record-breaking performance in the NFC Championship game, to playing in the Super Bowl and scoring a touchdown on the biggest stage, but unfortunately coming up short. I came in as a kid with a dream and left as your starting running back team captain. And with memories on and off the field, I'll never forget. My family and I have loved the past 6 years in the Bay. From the bottom of my heart, I can't thank you enough. All love, always, Maserati.
Hey man, I
He
can't
loved
be
his
mad
team,
at
man.
him.
Hey,
We appreciate you for everything you did, Raheem.
Mhm.
You know, if you ever watch this stream, I just want you to know we appreciate you for everything you did. And I can tell you right now, man, I love the fact that NFC Championship game will live in NFL legend like for years to come, bro. 4 TDs, and he ran all over the damn. I'm talking about all over their ass. They tried to. My favorite one was when he was coming to the end zone, and dude tried to throw his body into him, and he shrugged him off like, "Get out of here, man."
Mhm.
Know who I am?
I don't
Loved it.
think he goes any other team but Miami anyway. Even I mean, it makes sense because he's got McDaniels there, but you got to remember he's from Florida. He likes to surf, so he gets to go back home to Miami. He gets to go surf,
Yes, sir.
do the
that
stuff he
surf
loves.
touchdown
Gets to go
celebration.
back home where he's comfortable, and he's like, "Well, I can't pass up that $3 million to take care of my family." So he wasn't going to
Hey, man, I
sit
think
and wait
he just
around for
had.
the Niners. He wasn't
He
going to
had
sit and
his third boy.
yeah.
If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Oh, really? Already? Wow.
He's not going to sit around and wait for the Niners to possibly sign him when we know right now the Niners are pussyfooting around free agency all fucking day because they're
Mhm.
like, well, we're going to wait till Jimmy's going, then we'll do something. We don't know where the money's at, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever the fuck they're doing.
Well, stop
Okay.
waiting until Jimmy is going to get him the fuck out of here. Okay,
Dude, I swear
That's
to
the
God,
first
You can say that
F-bomb of the
again.
show.
if only John Lynch could fucking do free agency
The
as
way
good
he
as he
does the
fucking.
5th round of the draft, yes.
It's,
Yeah, the 4th and 5th
dude,
rounds. Yeah,
hey,
that'd be nice.
It's like fucking hit free agency as hard as you hit your fucking brother-in-law back in the day.
It
Who was his
it
brother-in-law?
It was the tight end he was playing for Tampa Bay. He hit the tight end for the Broncos, who was actually his brother-in-law.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Knocked the shit out of him, dude. Like concussed him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I want to
hey,
say
when
something
you-
though. I'm sorry about the whole Raheem Mostert death threats. That's like I totally forgot about. That's like the stupidest
the
thing.
worst.
And going back to that, you're not even a fan of. You shouldn't be a fan of any sport or of anything if you're going to be like that. I was at the Kyle Williams game, for example.
Oh, dude.
And you
What
know,
they
when
did
you're
to him
physically
was
at the game, you
bullshit.
should be more mad than anybody. But I never once the back of my mind thought like, hey, I'm going to troll this guy on Twitter. I didn't even have a Twitter back then, but I easily could have made an account. And then just when I found out about the whole death threats, like this is like people are just so stupid, man. It's just sports, guys. Come on, man.
I know it happens. Like
Jimmy won't go to Miami because
Football.
they're not. They have Tua. They don't have a reason. They have Tua and they got Teddy Bridgewater. So
Exactly.
Jimmy to Miami is not a
Does
reality.
anybody want Jimmy anymore? Can
no.
anybody
Jimmy
take
wants to
Jimmy
get
off our
cut.
hands, please?
Jimmy wants to get cut, guys. Jimmy.
The only
I'm
person-
losing my mind over this shit. I'm
if
sorry,
Jimmy
guys. I want to be
actually-
professional.
Bashar,
actually-
listen. Let Christian make his point. Say that. Start right back over.
So
Do it like
to
they do
say,
in a rap battle. Run that
like
shit back.
when he said like Jimmy or a minute ago when he said that Jimmy turned down the Washington thing, that's because he wants to get released. That's what his camp wants. They want him to get released and they want to be able to choose wherever he goes. Or he has some freaking plan with Carolina, because there's that legal tampering shit now. You can get away with it. He's got a plan with Carolina. He's like, oh, let me just wait it out. Let me wait it out, and I'll be here when they release me. I guarantee he wants to get released, and he's already got a plan in place if he gets released. And
I have to agree with you. I really do, because my thing is, first of all, and this is the reason why I don't like him. First of all, Nick from Nothing But Niners was the one who told me this. He said he was at a game and he was there trying to get an autograph, and there was a kid there to try to get an autograph, and he told him to F off. He doesn't sign autographs. First of all,
Jimmy
don't
did that?
don't come at a child like that, bro. That's a kid. If I'm an adult and you want to say something nasty to me, that's cool, because I'm gonna come right back at you with some shit that's gonna hurt your damn feelings.
Wait, so
I'm gonna
so
tell
Jimmy
you.
did that
I'm gonna
to a
tell you
kid?
to keep fucking porn stars and stay off the goddamn field, because you obviously don't know what the fuck you're doing. But
How do they talk
the
about
other
he's like
thing-
the nicest guy and everybody loves him and he's like a dickhead to kids? What the
look,
hell?
man, everybody.
And you're in front of the
you gotta
cameras,
remember.
man.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's the cameras. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened with your cam there. B-Dub. We can still hear you though. So I mean, that's
You
all
can
good.
leave and come back. Leave and come back, Brandon. Can you?
I don't think I can.
Oh, because you're hosting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hosting.
My
So
bad for going over you, Christian.
leaves,
I was pretty heated.
if he leaves, this shuts down.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna open up my Streamlabs, see if that will make a difference.
Yeah. But the other thing is, everybody said he handled the Trey Lance situation properly. Let me take y'all back to when everything first happened. So when they talked to Jimmy Garoppolo about the whole Trey Lance situation, what did John and Kyle do? They were transparent. Jimmy, you can't stay healthy. We're drafting the quarterback. This most likely is going to be your replacement. I can't help the fact that you can't stay healthy. It is what it is. So in every interview, what did they ask Trey? What did they ask Jimmy about each other's relationship with the other person? Trey was like, look, man, it is what it is, blah, blah, blah. Jimmy's like, I'm going to let it develop. Stop asking me that fucking question. I'm getting annoyed. Leave me alone. If you're smart, you can read body language and you can see in people's responses what they truthfully mean.
Jimmy's eyes give it away every time he's frustrated.
Hey, you remember School of Rock, Jack Black, read between the lines? That's what Jimmy Garoppolo was saying to the media because he got tired of the Trey Lance questions. And here's the other thing. For you to come out, and I put this on Kyle and John as well, because they had to know about this. For you to force him on the field with a thumb injury and with a bum shoulder was stupid. Trey Lance was perfectly healthy, sitting right there waiting in the wings to be able to take the job that you drafted him to have. So the next thing that happens is you come in the offseason, oh, my shoulder hurts. I got to have surgery, guys. I'm so sorry. So next thing you know, we looking and going, the fuck you mean you got to have shoulder surgery? 16 fucking weeks. We trying to get you off the goddamn team, man. What are you doing?
Well,
so
they told him to have surgery right after the season, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna try to rehab it first."
Surgery.
And then waited.
But what he should have done was had surgery during the season. We should have started Trey Lance. There you are.
Yeah, exactly.
But it would have made more sense. But for me, right when you go to, I'm gonna have shoulder surgery after the season, that tells me straight up that you bullshitted us the whole time. You knew your shoulder was hurt. You just never said shit. But I mean, even a fully healthy Jimmy Garoppolo still gives you shitty play. And the sad part is we had to live season in and season out when Jimmy was on the roster, knowing at some point during the game he was going to fuck this up.
Well, here's how Jimmy is compared. Like, let's compare Jimmy to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's very emotional. But he's going to let you know how he feels, and he's going to put it in your face. Jimmy, he's going to be passive aggressive and do it behind your back and be sneaky and be quiet about it, but secretly be planning shit, all conniving and whatnot. People don't think, oh yeah, Jimmy's all this great. They're like, no, he's just doing it behind the scenes and he's super passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Where,
I don't even want to hear nothing about Baker Mayfield.
People don't shit on him.
Yes.
I mean, I guess he's a crybaby, but at the same time, it's like he's just a guy that's emotional, wears his heart on his sleeve. Like, I'd probably be that same kind of player where, like, I'd probably be that kind of emotional person if I played professional football. But so I can see it. But at the same time, in his situation, that's like fucking cheating on your wife with a mistress and then getting caught and then being upset at your wife for being upset. That don't make any sense.
Yeah. Calm down with the trap music over there, Brandon.
That's Debo's freaking song right there.
That's that Super Gremlin.
I want to add something to this about the whole Jimmy thing.
Of course.
Because I was going back and forth with Twitter. I wasn't even fighting with anybody or anything like that, but they were just saying some preposterous things, and I had my phone up to remind myself of what was being said. And this one guy, just to make a long story short, he's like, I'm going to paraphrase what he said. He said the 49ers tried to replace Jimmy, and Jimmy's showing nothing but class and no statements, no trade requests, no bad verbiage to the media. He's been a legend. And I responded, he didn't say anything to the media, but we all know how fucked up. I'm gonna say fucked up because I typed effed up, but he deserves a fucked up. He was to the 49ers organization by pulling off that stunt by delaying his damn surgery. I had all these dudes come back at me. Oh, and I basically said something like, Jimmy's play got worse. We made a huge mistake. We should have franchise tagged him rather than give him that huge contract after only 5 games. And then he said, some guy came at me and said, oh, he didn't get worse. The philosophy changed. Like the things that come out of these 49er fans' mouths are just ridiculous when it comes to Jimmy sometimes. And really quick, as far as him off the field, I've had that conversation with Nick too, and he swears by it. And then he even showed us a text of his friend who was with him, and she swore by it too. So I don't think this guy's that great of a guy. He can keep doing Subway commercials as much as he wants. I just don't want him on the Niners. So
I don't think anybody could have said it better, because that's my whole point. Like, our whole offseason, everybody's doing content creating. I kid you not. The only people that's about to miss Jimmy Garoppolo is Rombo and Jay in the Bay. Those are the only 2 dudes that's about to miss Jimmy Garoppolo. And it's no disrespect to either one of those dudes. They're great content creators. I think Rombo is, like, honestly the king of 49er content creating with as many followers. I think he's got like over 22,000.
He takes in like calls and shit. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but he does. I mean, like, but I'm just saying those are the only 2 content creators for the Niners that are going to miss Jimmy.
Is my boy, but you have me laughing with that one.
Yeah, nobody's going to care. Did you see his stream? And once again, people, this is not a shot at Jay in the Bay. I
haven't seen his recent stuff, I'll be honest.
I was on his show. He is a very, very humble guy, very, very cool dude. But he was like, yeah, I'm going to miss Jimmy. I'm going to miss hearing Jimmy drops back. He looks left. He looks right. Like, he basically had like a little bit of a love affair. And I was like, what? You're going to miss that? You're going to miss knowing there's an interception coming to screw the game up. You're going to miss watching him have 5 straight possessions and do nothing. So
you're going to miss him going to NFC Championship?
Dude.
Jimmy has the worst career playoff stats, by the way, for like any quarterback I can think of.
Bro, he has 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions?
Yeah, and Kyle still tried to make him the freaking MVP in the Super Bowl, which cost us the Super Bowl, by the way.
My thing is,
you didn't want to have
Jimmy you cannot with Jimmy. There's no in between. Like, what people will say is, oh, he did this, he did that. He helped you guys, blah blah blah. And I told people there are certain things about a quarterback that are going to be expendable. Number 1 is what you do in the regular season. If I get to the playoffs, that's all that matters. I don't care how I got there. The Rams got in 7-9 one year. Doesn't make a difference. They were the winners of the division. They got in. So what I will say is, with Jimmy, as soon as the playoff comes, he disappears. Run game does everything. I literally had a back and forth with a dude on Facebook because he kept trying to validate things for Jimmy Garoppolo. And every time he tried to validate it, I had facts to shoot him down. And eventually he went silent because I told him, I said, this year in the playoffs, explain to me how we won those playoff games. The only time Jimmy Garoppolo seemed to magically show the fuck up was versus the Rams, which was a fucking coincidence because he actually threw 2 TDs, which was definitely surprising to all of us as Niner fans because we're used to him not doing shit and letting the run game do all of the work and the defense. Because what happened in the first game? The run game did all the work. What happened in the second game? Nobody did nothing. And we almost lost that game. If there's no block punt by Jordan Willis and a recovery by Talanoa Hufanga, we lose in the frozen tundra. So explain to me again what Jimmy Garoppolo did, because he didn't do much of anything. Oh, by the way, all the shitting on Trey Lance that you people out there like to do, if he doesn't win that Houston, Texas game, we're not in the playoffs.
But so you guys want to laugh though? In that Green Bay game, Jimmy backers were like, well, Aaron Rodgers didn't do anything. Aaron Rodgers didn't do anything.
Aaron Rodgers scored. Aaron Rodgers threw a touchdown. Okay?
Yeah, he did.
He put his team ahead. That's all you need to do.
Aaron Rodgers didn't give a shit. That guy don't give a fucking. That guy don't care about winning. He cares about me,
No,
myself,
no,
and I.
no. Okay, hold on. Whoa. I need look from the mic. I appreciate you because you said you're not even a Niners fan, but you like us. We appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. What I'm gonna tell you right now is, ain't nobody giving Debo $28 million. I'm sorry.
Not yet.
I like Debo. I love him. I don't ever want him to play for any other team except for us. But I can tell you right now, he's worth 22 at a max. 28? No. I am so sorry. He does not have the numbers, stats, and or the health to back up 28 million a year. I like him. I don't like him that much. 22 is a max. And anything above that is pushing it. And I get that Devontae Adams reset the wide receiver market with his deal.
But
Here's
Devontae
the thing.
Adams is the best receiver in the league. That's a big difference, right?
And the Raiders had
There it is.
money.
There it is. They paid that man $28 million. Listen to the deal. $141 million. God, bro, you know what I can do with her? I would never in life ever have to work again. Ever.
Sure,
I turn that to generational wealth for my kids. My wife loves like fancy, expensive shit, man. She be in Louis every fucking month, blowing half of my damn half of my paycheck.
You'd have to put a stop on the card after so much.
No, man, no. What you do is you get the card, then you get the authorized. You give her the card for an authorized user and let her do what she wants. And just make sure that the limit ain't over the top. But she's still smart. She's still smart as hell with money. She just likes finding things in life, which I don't have no issue with that.
Shit, if I had that kind of money, man.
Hey, so I was gonna tell you. So from the mic is actually my buddy Jordan. He's actually a Raiders fan, so that's why he's talking that ish right now. Okay?
Hey, good for you guys.
Devontae. Here's the thing. You come across a couple of Cowboys and Raiders fans that actually have brains. It's rare. But there are a few out there. And the only reason I say that is because 9 times, I won't say 9, I'll say about 7 times out of 10, you run into that Cowboys fan that think they're going to the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott is the greatest quarterback ever. Tony Romo was the greatest thing since Troy Aikman. And then you run into, the Raiders fans and, you just kind of almost feel bad for them because they ain't perfect. But with this pickup, Bashar, I'm going to ask you first because I want everybody's opinion. What do you think of the AFC fucking West? Did that not become the best division?
Cannibalize each other.
It's good that they're not. We're not in that division, but hey, we are playing them this year, right? And
they're going to cannibalize each other.
Hopefully they beat each other up by the time we play them in whatever weeks, man.
Isn't that funny? The year that they're going all out, all the teams are going all out in that division. We're actually fucking playing them this year.
Exactly, but our division should be easier because Russell Wilson's gone. So
it's going to be fun.
We only faced Russell once this year rather than twice. Go figure.
Yeah,
but hey, it's going to be fun, man. Because I mean, especially when we see what we got with Lance, how he's going to look this season, it's going to be fun.
I think Trey Lance is our saving grace. I just want him to be the bona fide damn quarterback and not have to worry about this whole Jimmy stuff that we've been talking about.
Yeah. Well, we'll never get that because Kyle and John are dragging their fucking feet. That's the problem. And my thing is, give him the reins and give it to him outright. Stop playing. Because what's weird is, why would you give Nate Sudfeld a contract that had incentives? What incentives is he supposed to get?
I didn't like that Sudfeld deal.
We don't anticipate that he's supposed to be on the field. We anticipate Trey Lance to be on the field. So why would Nate Sudfeld have any type of incentives in his contract? That doesn't make sense. You don't give a backup incentives because you don't expect for them to play. So I was definitely taken aback by such, man.
Well, unless they think that they're not, they can't get anybody else as a backup to help out Trey Lance. I don't know. Like they were saying.
Well, Teddy Bridgewater's in Miami. Tyrod Taylor is in New York with the Giants. That horrible franchise. I feel so bad for anybody who has to play there.
Dude, Joey always in here with the caps, bro.
Joey, hey, man.
Hey, he is like myself. He's a practicing Catholic, so that might be the case.
Yeah.
He definitely is. That is one thing you never miss about. He came straight to the press conference with the ashes right there on his forehead. He ain't wasting no time. He said, man, I'm blessed. I am who I am.
People didn't know what it was though. That was the funny thing.
Yeah, I know.
My thing is he's done this on several occasions. He's been in several interviews with the ashes on his forehead. It's never changed anything. But hey, man, I don't care what nobody say. That is definitely true, man. He did give up signing free agents for Lent this year. I
don't know what the hell, but I feel like as long as I've been a Niners fan, freaking the off season is always freaking miserable.
Bro,
our front office is always pissing us off and acting like idiots. We're always freaking like don't know what's going on with the draft, and then we're like all freaked out and don't understand what's going on in free agency. Like there's never any calm about 49ers offseason, like ever. I swear, like since I was a kid, it's always freaking chaotic.
Hey, I got a little clip on how us Niner fans be feeling so far in this free agency. Hold
on. Play institutionalized by
right here.
Suicidal tendencies.
Watch. You ready?
Got some news, boys.
Hey, bro.
What's up,
the Niners signed Ray McLeod.
Oh, we got Ray McLeod.
Oh, we did.
To a 2-year deal.
2-year deal? Let's see.
So we got our return man. We got our speed guy.
That's good. I was hoping to draft one. I didn't want to go the free agency route, but whatever. At least
I was hoping. I know I'm biased because my motto. But I was hoping to draft Covey out of Utah. Dude, I just watched that guy return. So he returned a kickoff for a touchdown in the Rose Bowl. He's insane.
I'll tell you this. Like when I looked at everything, and I look at all the things that we've done, all we've done is move a bunch of money around. We literally have kicked the can down the road with Eric Armstead, D Ford, and I think that's it. Those are the only restructures, right? Eric Armstead and D Ford.
I thought
no,
we
Kittle.
were gonna get rid of
Kittle. Kittle as
and
well.
Ward. I think was it Ward too?
Yeah, Kittle. Yeah. Eric Armstead, Kittle, Ward, and D Ford. Now my thing is Eric Armstead. I can understand it, and he's a humble dude, so he'll take the restructure. My question is, why are we restructuring D Ford? Someone please on this. Anybody here on this screen with me? Explain to me why we're restructuring a contract for a guy who's never going to be on the field.
Because they believe he's going to be. Kyle Shanahan's a player's coach, so that's part of it. So give chance after chance like he's done with other players before.
Because I don't want to hear.
They're hoping they can neglect that freaking, neglect that position in free agency in the draft, and that Ford's able to play, and our D line is unstoppable. Because honestly, if Ford's playing, then we're probably going to dominate.
92. So we ain't got the money to sign Stephon Gilmore, and we already gave that money to Charvarius Ward.
We got Ward, and Ward's younger. I'm happy with Ward. He's a lot younger, so.
Yeah.
I think Brunskill gone.
No, he re-signed.
He did?
They tendered him, didn't they? They
tendered him, but he ain't signed nothing.
He can go.
So here's the way our offensive line looks right now from a technical standpoint. Trent Williams, Alex Mack, and Mike McGlinchey coming off of an injury, and we don't know how he's going to be. And the number one thing that I don't like, what I hate? The number one phrase that John Lynch says. Yeah, we're encouraged by his progress. I don't ever want to hear you say that again, John. Stop telling me about being encouraged by someone's progress. I don't give a fuck about your encouragement of someone's progress. I need you to tell me if this person's going to be healthy so they can be on the line and be out there earning their damn paycheck. That's what I need you to tell me. I don't need you to dance around a question and feed me BS. I need you to tell me the damn truth. it drives me insane. Well, we're encouraged by his progress. Everything looks encouraging. Life is encouraging, and I'm encouraging. Bashar and Christian and Brandon, they're all encouraging. So yeah, we're gonna be encouraging.
The line, the offensive line is gonna probably still be our weakness this coming season because we lost the one guy who we needed to resign. If you ask me, one guy to resign. We haven't resigned anybody. One guy to resign. We don't resign. I don't care what the fuck money he wanted. He should have been resigned.
What's weird is where did he go? Over there with Robert Saleh. Why? Mm-hmm. He's familiar. And guess who else signed with the Jets? DJ Reed. Familiar. Look what happened when Mike McDaniels went over to Miami. He snatched a few of our coaches. He's got Trent Sherfield, Raheem Mostert, and a couple of other people. And I mean, Trent Sherfield is a good receiver. He just never got his fair shake here because they wanted to keep putting Brandon Ayuk on the field when all of the talk out of training camp was Ayuk was pretty much toast and Trent Sherfield was the man, which we all saw that to be a crock of shit.
I never bought into that.
It just, for me, it was like, why build him up like that and then turn around and just be like, nah, man, it's cool. Just go run special teams.
Because
what was worse was
he was built up with Lance.
Well, having Travis Benjamin on the fucking field.
Oh my god! The fuck that guy was even.
Why wasn't Sherfield on the field? Like, come on.
Yeah, I think Sherfield would have done a much better job in that role.
Hell yeah.
And it was funny when they had Travis. I know Travis Benjamin did have success in certain years in the NFL, and he looked a lot better than during his last year with the Niners or whatever. But when Travis Benjamin was doing returns, for example, he looked like a little skinny high school football player, and it looked like anytime he get hit, that ball would just fly loose. So, yeah, I'm hoping we can move on from that guy. And it looks like we have because we got that one guy, Ray or whatever his name is.
Ray McLeod.
Yeah, for this right here, Odell Beckham is a free agent. He is not signed. If I'm not mistaken,
coming off an ACL injury.
I believe, and he's coming off an ACL. I mean, he looked like this. Odell lucked out and got a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah,
because a lot of players with the talent that he has, but the injury history that he has, don't come up on one. Vernon Davis got a free one. He didn't barely play a snap for the Denver Broncos. Got a free ring. So it is what it is. But when it comes to that, you're right. They got Woods will be back, Cooper Kupp, and you got Allen Robinson now. We will need to have our DBs. The depth has to be strong. But what I'll say is we don't have to worry about Stephon Gilmore. That's the thing. I like him, but the only reason he ain't been signed is because the money ain't been right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he wants the money.
Yeah.
Now tell me about Ray because I haven't really watched him on the Steelers.
I don't know much about him.
I just know he's fast.
I know he's fast, but I guess did they ever throw to him deep, or is he?
He has I saw something. He had like 59 catches with him.
Wait, he's cracking me up.
What you talking about stopping Dory, bro? Now, man.
Shit.
Okay, I know who that is. He's on my Twitter. I know exactly who Phil is.
Yeah, no, that's my guy. I don't know what he's talking about.
We know him, but we don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I understand why you think I think he just bullshit purposely.
He loves giving on a hard time.
Okay, so my question is for everyone. Do you honestly, in your heart of hearts, believe the 49ers will trade Jimmy? Brandon?
They're cutting him.
Yeah.
They're cutting him. He ain't worth shit. Then the Niners are too stubborn and want some like first round or second round pick, and everybody's telling them to go fuck themselves, and then they're gonna end up cutting him.
Bashar, what do you think?
I was just trying to check my Twitter updates just to see if we did that. I'm holding out hope that there's that one team that's going to be trade for him.
Nobody's trading.
I have an extra tab with Adam Schefter and Tom Pelissero, Mike Garofalo. I got a tab with everybody because when he is traded, I'm going live. I don't care if I'm working. I will stop working and immediately just go live. We need to have like a 49er content creator roundtable when he goes, so we can all just take a shot of whatever.
I'm saying
and
we're drinking
just
up
breathe.
that day. We're drinking up that night.
Oh yeah. I can.
I never touch alcohol at home, but I'm going to be drinking that home that night.
I'll probably be at work, freaking, driving my garbage truck. Fucking phone will be going off, and I'm like, "Fuck, I need to pull over."
Look. You know what? He gonna get out. This is gonna happen. Christian go get out, throw the trash in that truck, and he gonna be like, "Yep, that was Jimmy Garoppolo. Just threw his ass away." He'll be happy about that.
Yeah, last night I saw.
That's how fitting. How fitting. Yeah, perfect.
Last night I saw on Twitter like people posting the eye emoji and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Did Jimmy get traded? And then I wake up in the morning and I just see nothing. I'm like, fuck, man. I gave my hopes up for nothing and shit.
Dude,
How many of us go to sleep at night thinking, okay, I'm gonna stop looking at my damn Twitter thing. When I wake up, this shit's gonna blow up, and then we're gonna be relieved, and he's traded. And then I'll look at my phone when I wake up, and my eyes will be all blurry as fuck because I wear glasses. I'm like, damn, we didn't trade his ass.
I get up early every morning. I can look at my phone. Ain't shit.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I see like messages.
I wake up to the chat with 125 messages, and not one of them's good.
Yes, exactly.
Right. We're all looking at everything that everyone else is doing. So
where's the fucking one I'm looking for?
all I am literally looking for is just as soon as the Washington thing plays out, they'll get something. They're high as fuck if they think they're getting a second round for Jimmy sorry ass. I agree with you.
I agree.
You guys saw my tweet today?
We did have a chance at one point.
Plus,
I'll take a dirty
injury,
sock for
automatically
Jimmy.
killed it. That's what happened with that injury. He destroyed it. He destroyed his trade value, and he knows he did.
I don't care.
You not see my tweets from the other day? Fucking Jimmy's worth a fucking dirty sock and a used Band-Aid.
Hey, look, man, I'll take a busted washer over Jimmy Garoppolo. It's just get him out of here, man.
So that's what they're saying. As soon as the Watson bullshit, now this motherfucker wants to wait till the weekend to
remember I said like early today in the chat, Brandon. I was like, I have a feeling he's gonna take forever. He's gonna play this thing out. I hate when I'm right, but I was fucking right. I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew he was gonna. Dude, that fucking quarterbacks and those fucking egos, man. They love.
You talking about Sean?
Yeah, dude, they all do it. When I told my wife fucking Tom Brady was coming back from retirement, she's like, "Fuck, his ego's that big."
Yeah,
he's doing.
He's just doing it for attention. She's like, he's just doing it for attention with his big ego.
Okay, bring up 49 throwback. So let me address this. Do you understand that $25 million is a bargain? At the rate that quarterbacks are getting paid right now, Russell Wilson getting paid about 38. Pat Mahomes getting paid $500 million. Aaron Rodgers is getting paid $40 million. Like there are quarterbacks in the high 30, 38, 39 and above. So Jimmy Garoppolo is a bargain at $25 million. And the smart thing is you pick his dumb ass up and extend him. That's all you have to do. Even if you give him one more year or 2 more years, you extend him. Then you lower his cap number per the extension, which is what a lot of teams have been doing. But 25 is nothing for a starting quarterback. And people out there,
hold on,
let's clear it up.
Kirk Cousins is not fucking worse than Jimmy fucking Garoppolo. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. What the?
Let me tell you this. Jimmy is a starter. I'm not saying he's top 10. He's not even top 20. I give him 20 to 32. That's where I put him. He's in that range. Kirk Cousins is he needs, whenever he decides to retire, give his agent everything that he can give him and hook him up for getting him them kind of deals. Because look like this. Kirk Cousins made top dollar for 2 years in a row in Washington. Then he went over to Minnesota, got broke off with a full. How do you broker a fully guaranteed $84 million deal? I have no idea. And then to turn around and get these fools for another, $35 million? Are you serious? Kirk Cousins ain't never going to win no damn Super Bowl. He barely can take it to the playoffs. And he is the new Sam Bradford. And you know what? Sam Bradford's agent was dope. Why? Because Sam Bradford robbed the Rams, then he robbed the Eagles,
Sam Bradford,
and he robbed the Cardinals.
Sam Bradford never
Sam
recovered from
Bradford never
injuries,
had a
though.
deal. He never had a deal that was less than $10 million. He was
Bradford
always
never-
in
Bradford
never
never
was
fully
a baller when
recovered
it came to getting
from his
contracts.
injuries, but he never recovered from his injuries. If he stayed healthy, he would have been one of
Well,
the
you
good
knew Sam
quarterbacks.
Bradford was going to give you 8 games. That was a guarantee. 8 games was what you were going to get from Sam Bradford, and that was it. Look, the point of paying him is so paying him is so he can get off the goddamn team. I don't care who takes him. Okay, you could trade him to Detroit Lions for all I care. But in my bad, they signed 2 or 3 quarterbacks themselves, so I don't know what they think.
Guarantee you, if we cut him tonight, he'd be signed by Carolina. He'd be signed by Carolina the next day.
Nope, Indy. Guarantee you would be Indy.
Bullshit. They're gonna get freaking either Matt Ryan or Baker Mayfield. I wouldn't.
Matt Ryan.
He's still better than Jimmy.
Matt Ryan's been MVP.
Yeah, but how long has it been since that MVP?
But he's also
still puts
older
up the
too
numbers.
now.
He just don't have the offensive line, dude. He's still throwing touchdowns left and right, but his offensive line's been terrible for the last
Matt Ryan is now Matt Ryan. He is no longer Matty Ice. He on the back end of his career.
I mean,
and Atlanta looking to get rid of him. They know they ain't got no shot because this year's quarterback crop is trash. And from what I'm hearing, next year's quarterback crop is going to be trash too. So what's going to happen this year is right before the draft, somebody's going to get what I like to call Mitch Trubisky. They're going to get hyped to the max.
You mean? Hold on. They're going to get Zach Wilson. Let's be real here. They're going to get Zach Wilson because that's the real overhyped fucking pick right there.
No, Mitch Trubisky was completely overhyped because Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. But Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson were in that same draft, were they not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And they're better than him.
I'll vouch for this. I wanted Mahomes that year, but I thought Mahomes was a second round pick because he wasn't being hyped up, and it was almost like they were saying that he was going to be a second rounder. When I saw my number 10, I was like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
And what did we do? Oh, we weren't scouting quarterbacks because our head coach decided to suck the dick of Kirk Cousins, thinking that he was going to become the savior of the franchise.
I don't know. I thought for sure that draft we were going to take a quarterback too. I was like praying for Deshaun.
It only made sense, right?
I was a Watson fan when he was in college. I fucking loved him. I watched a bunch of his games. He was like my guy, and I've been a fan of him even.
If we had Deshaun Watson, we would never be in this position. And I'll tell you this: for me, this is what I'm going to say on the Deshaun Watson thing. Kind of odd how the jury didn't want to indict. Kind of weird how now all you have left is civil suits. Everybody on this panel know what a civil suit resolve in? Money. That's all it's about. They don't care about actually prosecuting you. They don't want you to go hang out with the feminist crowd or do nothing. They don't want you to do nothing. They just want some damn money. So what does that tell me? That this was all BS. And it was probably brought up by Bob McNair because Deshaun didn't want to play for him. Yep. I wouldn't want to play for a piece of shit called me an inmate in the asylum. No, I don't want to play for you. I don't want to. No, I don't want to play for you. I need you to trade me. Trade me now. You know why? Because that tells me what you really think of me. You know what that does? That validates what happened in Colin Kaepernick's Netflix special that he had. He brought that full circle, and you're basically bringing that to light, man. I don't want to play for somebody with that. That's not cool. Heck no, man. And they did. Yeah, Texas started it because he wanted to be traded. And what happened? Now you have nothing. My thing is everybody was talking, oh, they got text messages, and they have this, and they have that. You have all this evidence that's been presented. And the number one thing that was weird about that whole situation was what? We never heard shit. We didn't hear anything until now. He spent the whole year. Now, what I would think is he shouldn't get a suspension.
I agree.
You know why? He didn't play last year. There you go.
Exactly.
So don't suspend him. But you know what's weird? They will.
Yeah, it's the same way that they went after Zeke Elliott when all that shit was bullshit, and he proved it, and they still fucking suspended him 6 games.
Yeah, and it was stupid, man. Like it really sucks when that happens to the players because it doesn't make sense why they have to go through all of that stuff. But
they give all these power to the false accusers and shit, or that's not. I don't think that's right.
I don't think. Look, it depends on where Watson goes. If he even sniffs the Super Bowl, you know.
If I were him, I would go to the Browns because they're fucking ready to win one. But he's dumb and he's not.
I never want to be a Brown, bro.
That's fair. I mean, the organization sucks, but his best chance probably to win ones with
see the way they're doing Baker
with
Mayfield
New Orleans.
right now.
New Orleans is, if he goes to New Orleans, they're going to be tough to beat.
You know the weird thing? Bring up Tarvarius' comment.
Tarvarius Moore?
Matt Ryan.
I will. Yeah, right. I will give you. I will repose the question to you. Who do you think Kyle would want?
Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Matt Ryan's a.
Oh yes, thank God Tom Compton is gone. Oh, when I heard he signed with the Denver Broncos,
I about that.
I was
so happy when that happened.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
It was like one less headache to be worried about. Oh,
straight out of Compton. Sorry, yes, motherfucker named Tom. I just made that, guys. Shout out to Ice
and it came out perfect. It came out perfect.
Dude, the Saints is gonna be deadly with Kamara Watson. I think doesn't Thomas want out though? New Orleans?
He might stay if Watson's there though.
They restructured him.
Okay.
He been one out, and then he's bad for the locker room, man. He fight with people all the time.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
He does a lot, man. He's a low key's AB. But you know the other issue with Michael Thomas, he never healthy. Last 2 years, he's only played 7 fucking games.
Yep.
So I was looking at him at first when he first started to one out. I was like, oh, okay, he'd be a good fit. And then I looked and I'm like, well, he ain't even on the damn field. What's the point in getting him?
That's where they're a little bit weak at the Saints though. They're kind of weak at receiver. Other than Thomas, they're kind of weak at receiver. So like,
yeah,
that kind of help. They're going to be pretty good because they got Watson, but they're still kind of.
Yeah, Brian. I don't know what's going on, but no, Matt Ryan could not take the Niners to the Super Bowl.
Not anymore. Probably not anymore.
Not the current now.
Not now.
A couple years ago maybe, but right now. He's a shell of himself. Oh, but you know who is a free agent? Julio Jones.
But can Julio stay healthy? He's freaking like glass.
That's the whole thing of it. If he can stay healthy, you really think Kyle ain't finna go help out the homie like he does all the fucking
That's what
time?
I'm wondering. Like,
yeah,
he's obviously I don't think gonna have a huge market, and I just think Kyle's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna get him cheap.
He always picks up.
92. Yeah, 92. You're right, man. I have been more than glad to do that since last season, and hopefully,
if I'm the Niners, I bring in Julio. I use him for 3rd and short and red zone. That's it.
I would say Matt Ryan is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Strictly based off of and the number one thing is it's the cerebral. Up here.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. He's cerebral.
He's way smarter.
But he's also got a better arm, too.
Yes.
He's got and Jimmy's a dumbass. Like, he does stupid shit where you look at him and you're like, I know you saw that linebacker standing there. He was right there. He has on a different color jersey. Why did you throw the ball?
Jimmy's
has the worst footwork, too.
So
Jimmy also, he doesn't have that thing in the back of his head, like stopping him from doing something. Like, it's like that. I can't, how do you explain it? So, like, he sees it and then he just does it and then he's like, oh shit, what did I just do? It doesn't have that, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't do that. It's he has no impulse control. That's what it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Impulse control.
You know how you know Jimmy fucked up. He walks off and the camera always catches him yelling the word fuck. When he screws up, every time he's thrown an interception, the camera will catch him and he'll go,
yeah, because he's thinking, God damn it, I did it again. I don't.
Yeah.
He has no fucking impulse control. And it's like, fuck, I didn't hold it.
Yeah.
Find the
92. We signed this kid McLeod, so I guess he's our field stretcher. So Valdez Scantling, I mean, would he be there as a nice stretch to field addition? Yes, but with the way it's looking,
just draft some receivers.
With the way it's looking right now, there's no need to sign Valdez Scantling because Jimmy's still the fucking quarterback and. If you leave it up to him, he's not throwing the ball downfield. So Valdez-Scantling will do the same thing Brandon Ayuk does: run downfield for nothing and stand there wide open and have to have a temper tantrum on the field.
You know who honestly, you know who I wish we could get? I'm not gonna lie. Even if we had to take like our first pick, even though he's gonna go way sooner, just because of the freaking kind of quarterback that Lance is and how strong his arm is. Fucking Chris Olave, dude, for the fucking deep threats. Oh.
Everybody's talking about Chris Olave.
I want Christian Watson so bad, but we're not getting him.
Yeah,
no, he's gone. Yeah, he showed out.
He's going to be a first. He's going to be the end of the first round, early second.
Yeah, he showed out too much for us to.
But dude, when you're that fast with that body frame and that fast, bro, like, come on.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you?
The beauty is we wouldn't have to worry about a rapport being built with Lance.
Mm-hmm.
It's already there.
But Jennings has it with Lance, which I like.
I love Jennings. I love Jawan.
And I think
I'm glad we kept Jennings.
I think Ayuk. I'm telling you, Ayuk and Lance, they're fucking best buds because Ayuk never liked Jimmy from the start. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
If
Ayuk
you notice, he was never
liked Jimmy, dude.
He never.
He's like, this motherfucker can't give me the ball when I'm fucking breaking ankles, getting wide open, and this motherfucker can't give me the ball. And like, as soon as the season's over and he knows Jimmy's gone, he's like, he's like saying, "Get me the ball deep and shit."
Yeah, he had one good deep ball to Ayuk, and that was in the championship game.
Yeah,
that's it.
And Ayuk's a deep ball. He's a deep threat receiver. Like that's it. He can.
Plus, his wingspan is tremendous. You really think if you put the ball up, you can't go get it? His arms are like 50 feet long.
Bro, we didn't throw one fade to the back of the end zone to Ayuk like all season.
Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, Ayuk's got arms like freaking Walgreens receipts. They're so damn long, you know. And,
he's got them fucking John Jones fucking arms, bro.
Dude,
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
John Bones Jones, them fucking things that fucking scrape the fucking ground, and that's why you can't beat Jones in a fucking UFC fight because you can't get to him.
But why do some Niner fans try to tell me this BS that Debo's not that big on Trey Lance, and Debo doesn't really care for Trey Lance that much. He's more of a Jamie guy.
Debo loves Trey Lance. Look what he said after Lance threw that touchdown to him against the Texans. He was fucking loving it. You should have seen him on the side.
Let me tell you why.
They show him on the sidelines ecstatic as fuck.
They want you to be a Jimmy sexual. That's what they want. They want you to be a Jimmy sexual. They want you to just continue to promote Jimmy Garoppolo, you know. And my thing is, look at the limitations you have with Jimmy. And it goes back to the situation of the playoffs. All season long, he starts fires and he has to consistently put them out. Or the defense has to try to put them out. You know, and then we get to the playoffs and he magically disappears. Like Jimmy Garoppolo in the playoffs is like Homer Simpson fading into the bushes. Yep. You see him and then you don't. But let me tell you this.
For a quick second, he's like, donuts? And then he's back in the bushes.
And then he's back. Yeah. The number one, I'll tell you, one of the people that I liked a lot, and a lot of people don't like him, was Eli Manning. You know why? Eli may have been trash in the
never gave up, dude. He always found a way.
But he was damn good in the playoffs, and he beat Tom Brady twice. And he beat him on the most prayer on that first one.
With two of the most amazing performances in the Super Bowl, dude.
The pass to Mario Manningham, the other pass to David Tyree, and the pass to David Tyree was a straight prayer. Because if you watch that replay, you could see he didn't know where the fuck he was throwing the ball.
The way he escaped that sack, bro. The way he escaped that sack was unfucking real, dude.
Oh yeah, and it's really sad because he does that, and he's Kittle's like probably that friend. Kittle's that friend that you want. You know why? Because he's gonna ride or die for you regardless. But you know what happens?
Jimmy deserve it.
Is the shittiest friend of all.
Yeah,
because
like when Kittle said you don't text him back and shit. That's not a good friend. Remember when Kittle's like, he don't call me back, he don't text me back. Like that's a shitty friend.
But you standing there at the podium with a picture of this guy on your shirt and underwear, man. Look, I like all of you guys. I'm not wearing a picture. I'm not wearing a shirt with a picture of any of you motherfuckers with underwear on. It's not gonna happen. I'm not doing that. I don't care how much. I have best friends I've known for years. I like you. I love you. You're my friend. I'm not doing that. I am not putting a shirt on with another man in his underwear. Okay. I was watching an episode of Ridiculousness, and a dude was walking on the beach, looked like he had a Brazilian butt lift. I was confused. I'm like, why the fuck does this guy have cakes? That don't make no damn sense. That's weird.
Well, bro, you don't know these days, okay?
Today's times, man, you
That's a
never
whole new
know.
conversation
Fucking Joey, dude.
for another show.
Freaking Joey says Jimmy's text kept getting intercepted.
Nah, dude, they kept going over Kittle's head.
No,
Hey,
Jimmy's
I was just gonna
Jimmy's
say
text.
that.
Jimmy's texts were going to the linebackers around the league, and he was having conversations with them about how he was going to throw them the ball.
So
See,
I was just gonna say that too. Is with Trey being out there this coming up season, Kittle don't have to worry about getting hurt anymore.
Yep.
Hospital balls.
I want to
Yeah.
talk about this comment. I want to talk about this comment though that Ayuk being in Jimmy's doghouse and shit. I'm like, if that's the case, that's because fucking Jimmy is the kind of guy where if you kiss his ass and you love him, he's your buddy. But if you're like Ayuk, who probably was like, bro, I'm sick of your fucking trash ass play. Throw me the fucking ball, and when I'm wide open, get it to my fucking hands. Don't fucking overthrow it. I guarantee, like Ayuk's like coming up and saying shit. So if he wasn't any way in kind of Jimmy's doghouse, it's because he's not kissing Jimmy's ass and he's all over Jimmy for sucking it up.
Yeah,
I would have loved to just have been in the locker room, because what kills, like in public, you have to say certain things. You got to be as politically correct as possible. But what I would have loved to have been in the locker room for was that Seattle game where they gave him 5 straight possessions. I would have loved to see the defense said any fucking thing to his dumb ass. Because I can tell you right now, in public, if I'm on a team in public, I fuck with you. I'm a ride for you. But if we in a locker room behind the scenes, I'm gonna let you know how I really feel.
Just imagine.
But I don't have to, because in the public, I can't bash you and put you down because it's not good for the team morale. It's not good for certain things. But if I can tell it to you one-on-one and tell you how I truly feel, then that's it. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Jimmy wouldn't have gotten a Christmas gift. This motherfucker would have got nothing for Hanukkah. He wouldn't have got nothing for Ramadan, nothing. Anything you could think of, any religion that has a holiday, Jimmy wouldn't have got nothing. You know why? Because he was trash. And I still don't understand how that defense came to his. Everybody come out, oh, well, Jimmy's a great leader and all he does is win. Explain to me why all that goes away when the playoffs come. Come on, Debo. You can't tell me that Jimmy did anything for you. He did the bare fucking minimum.
Imagine nothing in the fourth quarter.
Imagine being Brandon Ayuk this year, where you're probably going through all your film after each game, and you're probably thinking to yourself, "Motherfucker, I should be a fucking 1,000-yard receiver, top 5, top 10 receiver this year, with all the fucking times he's been open in the great route running." And he's like, "And this motherfucker don't give me the ball." He's like, "Oh look, here's a fucking play there. I'm wide open. Here's another."
Debo was our first 1,000-yard receiver since who? T.O.?
No,
Anquan Bolden had 1,000 yards.
Anquan.
But I'm saying Ayuk could have been 1,000.
He's a baby, Anquan.
Ayuk easily could have had 1,000 this year. Easy. Same with Kittle. Both of them could have had 1,000.
All three of them. Debo
could have had 2,000 this year, bro.
Let's say Ayuk.
If they didn't stop passing,
Kittle could have had 1,000. Debo 1,000. But Jimmy can't get him the ball.
But the other thing is they phased Kittle out. Did you notice he was a blocker? And I'm sorry, I love George Kittle, but you are not worth that kind of money to be a blocking tight end.
What it was is because the run game was struggling, and we needed him to block.
They phased him out because look at it like this: when we had the 2 quarterbacks that we complained about, C.J. Beathard and Nick Mullins, didn't Kittle have his best seasons?
Yeah,
he looked damn good with those 2 dudes.
That's true.
So somebody explain to me why when Jimmy was around and this year and he was there the whole damn time. He had his little phantom calf injury, which to me, basically you got your ass benched because Kyle got a little frustrated, but then Kyle went right back to sucking his dick right after he went ahead and put him back on the field, which that just never made sense to me because you don't trust the quarterback to do certain things. You literally have a different playbook for anybody that goes on the field. Your playbook is never consistent, and then you don't trust this dude to do certain things, but you keep forcing him on the field. So I don't understand how you had this love-hate relationship with a guy, but then you want to put him on the field to go out there and fuck games off and lose.
That's because
Kyle drafted a quarterback to replace him.
Kyle's super stubborn, and Kyle's plan the whole time was to not play his rookie quarterback. He did not want to play him. He wanted to have him ready. He wanted to have him understand the playbook and be
the
ready.
Man mentally had the playbook down within 2 fucking weeks.
I know. I'm just going what I just think Kyle wanted for some reason wanted him to get ready for the next season and didn't want him to play. for whatever reason, and because Kyle's so fucking stubborn, he won't fucking change his mind, even though Jimmy fucking sucks. So, and maybe they thought, maybe they thought they could make it to the NFC Championship like they did and recruit a first round pick, but Jimmy still sucks.
We're not signing.
The fact that we made it that far.
Yeah, we're not signing any backups because we already signed Nate Sudfeld, so no other backups are coming in unless it's a practice squad guy, and he'll be somebody cheap that nobody really knows about. He's not sure if y'all hit on this, but they let DJ walk. Something tells me Kinlaw is a bust. The issue with Kinlaw is health. He had a health issue.
They figured out his
before.
They did the surgery, and so they figured it out.
I'm iffy on Kinlaw, guys.
I'm gonna try to be optimistic and say his knee's gonna stay healthy and he's gonna be the best run stuffer.
I believe it when I see it. I treat Kinlaw right now like I'm treating D4, because Kinlaw had he had the COVID year. He seemed to play okay. He did all right, and that was his rookie year.
So let me ask you this: when Kinlaw comes back, do you keep Armstead in the inside?
Duh. You have to, both of them.
Yeah, that's where he made his money.
If you don't keep him Armstead inside, there's no point in paying him that money.
Yeah,
because he's
look at what him and DJ Jones did. They basically made it so that wide nine still worked to stop the run up the gut, which is where the wide nine is susceptible to penetration, is right in the middle. So if both of those hogs in the middle did that, then yes, you expect a younger, more athletic Javon Kinlaw to be able to do that. But the thing is can you stay on the field? Because I'm glad that DJ Jones got his $30 million. And I'm happy for him, and I hope that he has a fantastic career. I'll still keep an eye on him and make sure I take a look at the stats, because the guy, he was one of the best guys, and I loved him in his interviews because he was he's faith-based. And he would say all the time, like, I don't know where I'll be next year. That's all, whatever God has planned for me, that's what I'm going to roll with. And God had plans for that man to get paid, and he blessed him. So I have nothing negative to say about DJ Jones. I wish he would stay, because I don't know if I would Kinlaw to stay healthy.
He earned every penny. He was the MVP of our
he earned every penny. Him and Lakin. And people shit on Lakin.
People were way too harsh on Lakin. I don't know why.
Dude, Lakin was the man,
pretty good.
Yeah,
bro, the left side of the line was the best side.
Seriously. Oh, let me ask you this, dude.
No, that wasn't Kinlaw. That was Kentavious Street, who, by the way, signed to the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, I heard we lost him. Yeah, my friend just texted me while we're on here. I didn't want to believe what I read because I like Street a lot.
Dude, all these guys that were great with the rotation last year, we're not re-signing anybody. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Like,
dude,
and I don't know why have we not tried to bring back Arden Key already?
Yeah,
I don't understand this approach.
He hasn't garnered any interest, obviously.
I don't understand our approach to free agency whatsoever. Like,
we
got. I don't understand this front office.
It's like we got one big signing because we needed a corner, and
we also don't have money.
Jimmy G's crippled our
franchise. Bullshit.
Okay.
The thing is we could have afforded Chandler Jones too. We should have fucking cut forward and signed Chandler Jones, and then our fucking D line would have been fucking perfect. But no, don't sign Tart, because there's no other, unless you're going to sign fucking the Honey Badger. We better fucking bring Tart back.
I'd rather get the Honey Badger.
If anything, they'll probably throw Talanoa back there.
Yeah,
that's true.
They'll just throw Talanoa back there. They'll let him start. It is what it is.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like Hufanga, but a lot of people question his coverage ability. So hopefully he steps it up if we're going to throw him in the fire. We'll see.
We worried about the offensive line. What gave you the impression that we are not? I literally said earlier, the only people we have is Trent Williams, Alex Mack, and Mike McGlinchey. We have no left guard. We have no right guard.
Deon,
I'm worried about the line, because if we don't keep Lance standing upright, what's the point of putting them on the field? Because you know what that's going to do? That's going to give the Jimmy sexuals more reason to be like, see, we should have kept Jimmy. Why? Because look at Lance. He can't even do nothing. You know, like, I didn't see the end of his presser.
Oh, the end of
what happened on the end of his presser.
If you can throw his presser up right now and play it right now, it is so funny, bro. It's the very end. It's hilarious. I want his jersey now, because after watching that. Let's just say that.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, that's true. McGlinchey may never play it down again.
So take Brunskill,
because that hamstring injury. Like the issue with Brunskill will be better at tackle than he is at guard.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see.
So yes, ma'am. Yourself? Yeah, you did great. Man, they back some whack ass.
He said he had to ask some whack ass questions.
Oh, he said
he said they asked some whack ass questions.
But
yeah, because everything was like, how do you feel about coming to California?
Yeah.
What do you like about the Bay?
like fucking leave him alone.
Where the fuck was Matt Mayo go at? All right, we need y'all to ask real questions about football.
Hey,
because they basically, I think they even asked him about his relationship with Richie James. He's like, I don't really talk to him like that. He congratulated me after I got my deal, but he's a good guy. I like him. And like he would answer a question and stop. So I'm pretty sure that
Richie James for the longest time. Oh, sorry.
No, what were you saying?
I was saying for the longest time, I thought Richie James was completely off the roster.
Yeah, he gone, right?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he been gone. Yeah.
I think they kept him because of an injury, though, from what I remember. I thought they cut him.
No, he's gone.
I thought he was gone.
He's gone. They cut him.
He's gone.
Yeah. But that always was confusing to me. But yeah, I mean, with the injury that Mike had, that's a tough injury to come back from, man. Because the muscle came off the bone, which is never a good thing. And those recoveries take time. Because that was Jason Aponte. Shout out Jason Aponte. Aponte asked him the question about McGlinchey. And all he did, John Lynch just completely went away from it. Because when you ask these guys questions, they typically don't want to answer, so they'll dance around it. You couldn't have me as a reporter to be there. Because I would have looked at John and I'd have cut him off. I'd have been like, Mr. Lynch, with all due respect, I asked you about Mike McGlinchey and his current progression in the offseason. What is happening? We have heard nothing since his surgery. How is he doing? How is he progressing? Even if you give me your signature, we're encouraged by his progress. I need something. I don't need the old DC dip and twirl. Don't dance around my question. Answer my shit. They probably would kick me out after that, but it is what it is.
Like Pete Carroll dancing around the Kaepernick question. I've never heard any more dancing than that.
Did you hear about that? He said,
dude, he was straight fucking doing the fucking rain dance.
He deserves a second chance, but I don't think it's with the Seahawks.
Dude, but the shit he said though, the way he said everything was so.
I was like, damn, bro.
Oh my god, dude. He's like he deserves another shot, whether it's in football or something else, or I don't know where it's going to be. It could be here, it could be somewhere else.
Who deserves another shot?
Kaepernick. That's what.
Let me tell you something, man.
They were asking Pete Carroll because Colin Kaepernick reached out to the Seahawks.
All right, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'm
dude. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it real plain and real simple. Colin Kaepernick will never, ever play another down in the NFL. He has whiteballed himself, and I call it whiteballed. Why? Because all the owners are white. Outside of one Asian, and I don't know what Shad Khan is.
He's from Pakistan.
Yeah.
Okay. So outside of a Pakistani and an Asian woman, that's literally everybody else that's an owner currently at this present time is Caucasian. So Colin Kaepernick has been whiteballed from the NFL. He will never, ever play another down. I don't care how long he stays in shape. Colin Kaepernick could be 75. They still wouldn't give his ass a chance. The issue is what he did upset too many people because they got away from the reasoning behind what he was doing and fell too much in love with a flag that, technically speaking, should not be laid flat because that's disrespectful. When they drag the flag out all the way on the field, laying it flat, that is technically disrespectful. I know I have friends and family in the military. You are not supposed to do that. And if people go back in time, wasn't kneeling a sign of respect? Last I checked. So
in church,
somebody explain to me how that happened. But he'll never play another down. I don't care who he reaches out to. If he does, it'd be a miracle.
I watched the video of him throwing though, Deon, and he still hasn't fixed his fucking wind up.
The
It's
mechanics?
still, dude. It's he hasn't adjusted. It's fucking terrible. He still goes like this.
Look,
Literally.
at the end of the day, but he's
Fucking
not
throw the
Colin
ball.
Kaepernick ain't out there. He's not working with the best of the best as far as QB
Mhm.
trainers. He's not doing all that. He's just trying to
No.
stay in shape, hoping somebody will take a chance on his athleticism. Because I can tell you right now, you know what the funny thing is? When I first got Madden 22, Kaepernick was picked up in free agency, and he was the Eagles quarterback when I played him. Which was, I was like, what? So the game seems to think he's worth something, you know, Madden, but in real life, you'll never see him on the field
It's in the
again.
game.
I mean, I just hit the way he.
No,
sits,
Brian,
goes like this.
here, let me address something real quick. Brian, don't do that.
It's funny
No,
though.
don't do that. Don't do that, man.
I don't see his
Hey,
comment.
No,
Can you flash
no,
on the
like
screen?
Mhm.
he said that Kaepernick wasn't kneeling because of injustice. He was kneeling. He was mad because he got benched. Here's
So
my
he was-
the only reason I say don't do that is because
I
he
don't
was
think so
kneeling
either.
about a serious subject.
Yeah.
So
He
don't
was,
don't take it and turn
but
it
the
into
reason-
a joke. Like
be
that
fair-
doesn't work.
To be fair, the whole reason Cap got into that stuff and it became a thing in the first place is when he started dating that girl. I don't care. Nobody can tell me different that she didn't
At that
control
time,
all of
yeah,
that
yeah.
and had everything to fucking do with it. If
Mhm.
he never dated that girl, he'd still be fucking playing football to this day, and you can't tell me different. It changed.
His
She
views of life
created him and
changed.
turned him into this like hating like where he hated certain people and like this activist thing where it's just because he went from like this awesome like lovable funny like really cool personality guy to this like fucking activist completely different guy just in a fucking swoop. You went from loving him and loving having him on the team and loving watching him play and loving everything about him to all of a sudden he's this fucking activist you don't even want to fucking look at.
It was an overnight transformation, I have to say. Yes, as soon as he started
it's
dating
100%
who he was, who he was dating, I agree with you on that. But the issue is she
hates white people like to a T.
Well,
Like
Cap. Well,
I wouldn't say Cap does, but she does. And
here's the thing: Cap can't because he got adopted by white folks.
Yeah, and
So
he wouldn't
have been where he was.
Cap down.
He can't do that. I'm saying he can't do that because they basically say
if you ask me, I think he just found the wrong person and it changed his life for not the better, in my opinion. Because I think he became an activist because of her, not because I think he became an activist not because he wanted to, but because of her. I think he wanted to play football, and I think he lost who he was. I'm not saying what he's been trying to do isn't good or anything. You got to remember the point. I think he lost to who he was and what he really wanted to do by being with her, and I actually feel really bad for him and how his whole shit went out because of the fact that I think it all started from the girl he decided to date.
I don't remember any beef between Cap and Alden.
Oh, there was beef because it was
really
publicized. Yeah, they almost got in a fight and Alden got arrested. Remember? And the whole thing was that was Cap's girl. That was Alden's girl that Cap was sleeping around with and stole from him. So the same girl.
Crazy one.
The
crazy
one that called Alden or called the cops on Alden, right?
Yeah, and then when the cops showed up, they did a deal with Alden got alcohol test and he got messed up. Yeah.
Man, I
was so mad when we lost Alden. That sucked.
Dude,
wow, I did not. Hey, keep it above
that's
you.
karma.
I had no clue about that.
Now I don't feel so bad because if Cap was, even though I can't stand that girl, if he was freaking stealing another guy's girl, that's kind of karma then.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Look, you mess somebody else's chick, it's definitely a problem.
Exactly.
And the sad part is when you bring up Alden Smith name, the only thing I want to do is actually cry. You know why?
Oh man, I love that guy, man.
You know how hard it is to get touted the next Lawrence fucking Taylor. That's real hard. Nobody gives you praise like that. It's just like with Josh Gordon. They touted him the next Jerry fucking Rice. You know how hard it is to get that kind of praise?
Yeah.
And both of y'all, one couldn't stop drinking, the other couldn't stop smoking weed.
Yep.
And then when Alden came back when he played for the Cowboys, he still had a rotational role, but he got arrested again.
When when I was at the game when he had the
Facts.
5.5 sacks against the Bears in Monday Night Football, when he had like 5, I was at that game, and it was fucking insane. Like,
Yeah.
he was my favorite as a rookie when we drafted him. I was fucking stoked
Hey,
because I didn't think we were getting him. And
What
I was
did
just
Joe
like,
Staley? What did Joe Staley and
Trent
Trent
Williams,
Williams say?
he was the
Hardest
hardest
dude
they
they
ever.
Hardest person you face, Alden Smith.
Well, dude, you want to know why he was so good? Because like you want to talk about them long arms, dude. His knuckles would
Oh yeah,
drag, and in the 2-point in like the 2-point stance, bro, he'd be leaning over, and his knuckles were dragging the fucking grass, and then he would bull rush fucking fools, and then he'd bull rush, and his arms were so long you could never get any hands on him, and he was around you before you even had a chance to say what the fuck was
that's
happening.
tough.
Oh
That is
my
really
God.
tough. You know who else I used to like that played defensive end, who was dope, was Dwight Freeney.
So that's
Freeney
a
was
spin
good.
move, dude. Do that.
Freeney had the nastiest spin
Oh
move
my
I've
God.
ever seen in my life.
Remember in the Madden 07 when they had the little things, and then Freeney
Oh,
was
yep.
that little spiral?
Yep. Hey man, he was dope. He was dope. But
I was at that same game when Alden Smith went wild on the Bears. That was Kaepernick's first start, by the way. So that was a great game to be at. That was a lot of fun.
That was awesome.
hey, look, you know the crazy thing is when I looked at the Cap and Alex Smith situation, I couldn't compare it to the Trey Lance versus Jimmy Garoppolo situation because Alex Smith was a viable starter.
Mm-hmm.
He had finally started coming into his own. And I kid you not, when they started Cap that week, that second week, even after Alex was healthy, I thought to myself, they were giving him, hey, get this dude out of here.
I already did.
I don't
Jesus
know what
Christ,
the hell
what
that
the
is.
hell?
I don't
missed
know.
it.
We
It's
got
obviously
clowns.
racist.
I hate clowns. I don't like clowns at all.
Fuck
Glad I
clowns.
didn't see it.
Yeah, man, what the fuck kind of shit?
Did it
man?
disappear?
I don't think it disappeared from what we see, but it probably disappeared from what they see.
Yeah, I just have race stream open, so I'm not watching all the YouTube crap.
That's
dude. What? I hate that shit, man.
Yeah, but we haven't had
I've
anything
had it happen
that
to me too on my channel.
wild, Brandon.
That's the first time we've ever really had anything like that.
Yeah,
That's bad.
And I've been on the show with them many times, and that's the first time we've ever had anything like that, and that's disgusting.
Yeah,
You know, somebody try to come out there. People stupid and weird, man.
Dude, weird.
You know what I'm saying? But
They can only do it because they're behind a computer. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't walk out in the real world trying to pull that stuff, man.
Those are the fat fucking 700-pound guys sitting in their mom's basement anyway. There, you've seen that what is it? That episode of South Park where they're playing World of Warcraft and Cartman's so fat his mom has to bring the freaking bedpan or the bedpan for him to shit while he's sitting on the chair.
I ain't never seen that one. I
Dude,
didn't
that's
watch
just
it.
funny, dude. All of them, dude. Stan, Kyle, dude. They're all fucking fat as fuck, like fucking playing World of Warcraft, and they don't get up. And fucking Cartman like yells, "Says Mom, I gotta take a shit," and she fucking brings the bed.
We're gonna be ending soon here, but I mean, any last thoughts from you guys about free agency?
When Jimmy is finally gone, if he ever leaves, we all need to go live, and we all need to do the biggest fucking stream in the world.
We just all need to fly to wherever we're all together, and we just need a big giant group.
Okay, put it like this. I'll suggest this. If Jimmy gets fucking traded or cut or whatever the fuck, we all need to meet up in Vegas. I think that's a good center point. I think it's a good center point for everyone because it's like 4 hours for me.
Niners take over at fucking Hell's Kitchen or what?
I mean, shit.
We can go to the freaking rooftop and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, look, bro, I'm telling you, that's gonna be that night where you wake up, you're like, oh God, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why everybody is here. I don't even know who you are.
Oh,
I gotta take a piss.
90 Tilt has made a good point. We mobbed deep to the Vegas versus Niners game this year.
I want to go to that game. A lot of people on Twitter Spaces
I want to go to. I want to
go
to a game at Levi's because I haven't gone yet. So that's my plan: is to go to a game at Levi's.
Nick from Nothing But Niners and a few other dudes from Twitter Spaces.
Vegas isn't that far from me
Vegas
either.
game.
So.
Oh, there you go.
Brandon, remember We supposed to do a Hive meetup.
That's true. That's true.
yeah.
That'd be perfect.
See, but
Bruh,
don't you guys want to do a Hive meetup at like a home game?
well, yeah, we could do that, but I mean,
yeah, we can still do that.
But I mean, I'm down too to go to
First
that.
of all, I want to go to Allegiant Stadium because I've seen
That's
it fucking
true.
cool.
That
Yeah,
thing.
me too.
I was so bummed because of it being on a Friday night. I couldn't go to the Utes game where they played at Allegiant for the Pac-12 championship.
Mhm.
I was gonna go, but it was on a Friday instead of a Saturday, so I couldn't go.
Oh my God! Holy shnikes! I didn't even think about this. Okay,
What are you doing, Brandon? You dancing?
Brandon over there getting down because I think he got a fake tweet that Jimmy got traded. So
I know he must have. I was like, what am I missing? I grabbed my phone to check the
Who
damn
got a fake
notifications.
tweet?
Okay,
I want to see
Fern
real
said-
fucking faces.
Hey, Fern said, "Brandon, why is your body invisible?" That's why I was doing that.
Okay. Yeah, because you got the virtual green screen thing going.
Ooh, all right, fellas, I am out. UCLA is playing right now. They're playing Akron.
Yeah.
The NCAA tournament is
Yeah,
on.
dude. How about Kentucky fucking all the brackets off?
Oh my God, man! I
Screwed
can't
everything up.
Dude, there's only 700 like in ESPN. They only have like 742 fucking perfect brackets left. 700. That's it.
So I'm gonna end it here, but just keep an eye out, faithful. Having some new heat coming out pretty soon. Just waiting for it to be done. So our next episode we'll have some new stuff. So be ready to join.
Jimmy's getting cut, guys. Just prepare.
Yeah,
that's my final take. Jimmy's
Get
gonna
Jimmy
get
out of there, guys.
He's not getting traded. He'll be
let's
cut.
celebrate next episode when Jimmy's out of here.
Exactly. And
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming,
on my
man.
show. I need to get you on my show one day, Christian. I've had good old Deon over here from Niner Gang Podcast, and I love collabing with all the Niner content creators. It's always fun.
Yeah, man. Just let me know.
Hey, Kristen, you are going to love Bashar's chat. They be off the fucking chain.
My chat as well, guys. You gotta be ready for my chat, guys.
Bro.
Oh, dude, I can. Hey, ask these guys, man. I can handle anything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we're not worried about the Christian. I'm just saying you're gonna like the chat.
Oh yeah, that sounds
that's
like
the last
like
thing on our mind. You're fine.
Yeah. Brian, not sure yet, but we'll definitely let you know on Twitter. Follow us on all our social media platforms for our Faithful Podcast.
Yeah, Brian, at a bare minimum, just remember, if you see anything come across your phone that says Jimmy is traded, if you follow any of us as 49er content creators, Bashar, 49er Minded, me, Niner Gang Podcast, Lefty and B-Dubs here on the Forever Faithful Podcast. There's going to be so many alerts going off on your phone because it's going to be like ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
And all it's going to say is everybody is live.
We're gonna be drinking, smoking.
I'm gonna do like my fucking Wizard of Oz, but I'm gonna change it. Ding dong, the bitch is gone.
All right, y'all. Until next time, go Niners. Peace.
Niners all day. Let's
Peace.
go.